If you're like me, there are times in your life where what you're doing does not align with what you feel you're meant to be doing in your heart. You can feel trapped and, in a way, unmotivated to do what you're doing because it just seems like you're running around the same box and you don't want to be in that box. When we feel like this, it's important to realize that the most universal trait that we have is our ability to be successful. You see, success is something that does not occur solely in one subject area. It is the result of one's actions that lead to success, and they just happen to be in a specific subject area of choice. That being said, if you can be successful in whatever you're doing today, it means that you can be successful in whatever you know you're meant to be doing. It's with this fact in mind that you must realize that you cannot give up on what you're doing right now, and instead you must focus on applying important principles of success in whatever your daily life consists of. By hacking away at this, we can slowly learn what success is like and what actions lead to this success. From this, we can take our knowledge and align it with our courage and move towards something that we feel more resembles us and that gives us more meaning in our lives. What this means is that today matters, and that today you must try your very hardest to win, to do the best thing you possibly can. Because when you do that and you practice this, you can then transfer that successful trait into whatever you'd like to. It allows you to have the power to do whatever you want in life. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger, for example. He became extremely successful in bodybuilding, and then once he did that, he took those successful traits of consistency, hard work, enduring pain, following a regimen, and he transformed that into then becoming an actor. Along with his courage, he then transitioned into being an acting role, and now he's a household name. And he didn't even stop there. After that, after he took this successful learning from being an actor, he gathered even more courage and then decided to become the governor of California. Think about that, okay? A bodybuilder, someone with no diploma, who then becomes an actor, which has nothing to do with politics or bodybuilding, then becomes the governor of the most populated state in America. I mean, it's brilliant. It's wonderful. And it just shows how success is the most versatile thing we have. It's a tool that we can use in any direction we want to go. So with that being said, I'd like to end this video by telling you that I hope you can put away your phone after watching this and do whatever is being called to be acted upon. And I want you to remember that it does not matter the thing that you're doing or whether it necessarily aligns with what you feel your meaning is. The majority of what matters is that you are doing something that uses successful principles and that you're building on that. And when you can do that, you can build yourself up, and along with courage, you can then take a step forward in the direction that you please, in the direction that gives you meaning. Cheers, guys. I feel like I need to add a personal anecdote to this story, and I know I came off as very forward and very confident, but in reality, it's obviously because I'm struggling with this as well. And I feel it's ingenuine for me to not share what my struggle is and to not share with you guys that I also suffer from this way of thinking. So I've got my notebook out, and basically the title is The Truth. And what I wrote about is that it may be true that what you're doing right now is not what you want to be doing for the rest of your life. It may be true that what you're doing right now does not feel like you're using 100% of you, or that you're being fulfilled 100% of the time, or that it is that image that it elicits this glorious sort of state that you can be in. You know, we've all had those unstoppable states where we feel like we're being the best person we can be, where we're using 100% of us, and only us can do that. Only you can do whatever that is that you were doing in that moment, if that makes any sense. And I wrote that this is true, this happens. However, I also wrote that while this is happening, you can't let it eat away at you that you're not doing the thing that you're ultimately supposed to be doing. You have to realize that there's a bigger picture, and that you have to have patience, and that you cannot put yourself down no matter what. There is no situation where you telling yourself, this isn't what I want to do, this isn't meaningful, this isn't my full self, full version of myself while doing this role. There's no time where that elicits a positive action unless you say after that, let's do something about it. But if you just live your day owning whatever it is that oathing whatever it is that you're doing, it's not good, and you're gonna shrink as a person. So I wrote that it doesn't benefit you to have these thoughts and not act on them. So in that way, what thoughts can you have? And what I came to the conclusion of is that you can either have a positive thought or a productive thought. A negative thought is not allowed. Positive or productive. So a positive thought is very simple, more just, positive thinking sort of mindset. But oftentimes that only gets us so far, because we can be positive, but we can't be positive, but we don't have to be positive and productive. And when we notice that we're not making progress towards life that we want, our positivity tends to drain. And so that's why we need productive thoughts. And what productive thoughts are pointing out dilemmas that you have. So yeah, maybe I'm not feeling like I have the most meaning in my life, or that I am doing something that truly represents me. But in order to make that a productive thought, you need to say, okay, this is true. What are we going to do about it? What can I do to fix this problem that I have? And it's not only with these life issues, but also like homework. It shouldn't be, why do I have to do this? It should be, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do it well? And how am I going to do it on time and in an orderly fashion? Those are the thoughts that we can allow ourselves. And by thinking that way, by developing those patterns, like I said earlier in the video when I was talking a little bit more confidently, when we have those thoughts, we can develop these patterns, thinking patterns, that can lead us ultimately to where we do want to be. So I just felt like it was ingenuine to not add that note in. And yeah, you got this. I'm going to work on it as well. And yeah, cheers again. Cheers.